Newspeak was the official language of Oceania and had been devised to meet the ideological needs of Ingsoc, or English socialism. The purpose of Newspeak was not only to provide a medium of expression for the world view and mental habits proper to the devotees of Ingsoc, but to make all other modes of thought impossible. It was intended that when Newspeak had been adopted once and for all, and Oldspeak forgotten, a heretical thought, that is, a thought diverging from the principles of Ingsoc, should be literally unthinkable, at least so far as thought is dependent on words.
Speaking of work visas, you have defended President Obama's executive amnesty action, where he basically decided unilaterally that he was going to issue work visas to millions of adult illegal immigrants who are here in the country.
Undocumented, by the way. If you use the term illegal immigrants, that is very incendiary to our Hispanic population here in this country.
Why is that?
It just is. It just is. Just so that you know. Just so that you know and you don't have to use that term.
But isn't the term accurate in the sense that they entered the country, they immigrated to the country illegally, so they are...
They came into this country because they couldn't get in legally.
I think this is important too, though. When it comes to the bedrock principles, I don't disagree with him at all. And those are twofold. Number one, we have to secure our border. Our southern border has not been secured for decades. Number two, there can be no citizenship for illegals. You cannot reward criminality
Hold on a
with
second.
citizenship.
Let me stop you right there.
And that is a stark difference.
Let me stop you just 1 second. I'm going to just stop you right there. You are Hispanic, Steve. Are you comfortable with that term illegals? That is a pejorative to a lot of people. Why do you use that term?
You know why, Joy? Because words matter, okay?
Yeah, they do.
And because if you do something that is against the law, it's illegal. If you go into a store and you shoplift, you're not an undocumented holder of a good, you're a thief. If you come to the United States against the immigration laws of the United States, you're not undocumented, you're illegal.
You said that you didn't agree with all the things that he said last night. Point out 2 or 3 of the things that you did not like.
Joy, listen. What I would have a softer tone on illegals. All right, and I'm not speaking on behalf...
Can you do me a favor? Steve, just while you're talking to me, can you not use that terminology? But go on.
No, I will not do you that favor because the English language matters.
Yeah,
it matters that we use terms that are illegal. They're here illegally. We can't get over that.
My last question. Fascinating.
My father came here legally.
My parents came here into this country as immigrants too, Steve.
So no,
you know what? My parents came here too. So congratulations on that.
And use code words. That's absurd.
You just used a code word. And let's go one last question. I'm going to see if you can do it without, upsetting and disturbing and offending lots of people who are listening.
We're not only inventing words, we're destroying them. Scores of them, thousands every day. It's beautiful.
Beautiful?
Well, simplicity of it, of course. Oh, for one example, just take the word good. If you have that, what need for the word bad? Ungood does just as well. Then instead of a string of vague extra words like excellent and splendid, you have plus good, or stronger still, double plus good. In Newspeak, the whole notion of goodness and badness will be covered by 6 words. In reality, by only 1 word. Don't you see the beauty of that, Winston? It was B.B.'s idea originally, of course.
I do my best to keep up with the published changes.
Do you? Yes, I've read some of those little pieces you've had published in the Times occasionally.
In Newspeak?
Good in their way, but only translations. You are still thinking in old speak, clinging to useless shades of meaning.
To be or not to be?
The verb to be is abolished in the 11th edition.
That is the question.
Shakespeare.
Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to... I forget how it goes.
Doesn't matter. By the year 2050, the whole literature of the past will have gone. Milton, Byron, Chaucer, they'll exist only in Newspeak forms. As they are, they can only do us harm.
Harm?
By confusing us.
Oh.
You know the Newspeak phrase, old thinkers unbellyfeel inksock. Old thinkers, you're one. Unbellyfeel, lack a deep emotional understanding of inksock.
English socialism.
A meaning it's completely lost. You see, you can't translate Newspeak. Even the party slogans are changing. How will you say freedom is slavery when the word freedom no longer exists?
Oh, I'm sorry. Move my chair and run in your way.
See, Winston, this is the point. Winston, the whole aim of Newspeak is to narrow the range of thought.
To narrow the range of thought.
In the end, we'll make thought crime literally impossible because there'll be no words to express it.
That's excellent, but even now there's no excuse for thought crime. It's just a question of reality control, of self-discipline.
When Newspeak is perfect and compulsory, there won't be the need even for that. The revolution will be complete. Have you ever thought, in 70 years or so, there'll be nobody alive who could possibly understand this conversation we're having?
And you also pointed out that most illegals come here by plane.
And we don't call them illegals.
Sorry.